A new 9th Age battlefield is spread out before us. The Empire of Samstal on the other side deployed their first unit, a unit of handgunners, which you see straight ahead. Then, after dropping a pump wagon and a unit of trolls or something, the Orc and Goblins dropped everything, and here comes the Marshal, the strongman of the Empire army. It consists of crossbowmen on the flank here, Imperial Guards with great weapons, a cannon and a hellblaster, more handgunners, spearmen and raiters. Are they spearmen?
Spearmen.
So this is a shooty list. Or just shooting list for short. The Orc and Goblin list is the same crazy list. Madness spread evenly all around. A giant and a BSB green idol. Stone trolls and river trolls. The general is on a Nashor. And the orcs take the first turn. For deployment, they send circle, and the objective is hold the center. Goblins move forwards. No vanguards this game. And the Empire are on. They have a very strict gun line, but they have a lot to shoot down. How may this work out? The Goblin ranks are thinning with the first shooting and magic phase of the Empire of Samstal. They shot down a couple of Wolf Riders who made their panic tests. They shot down 5 wounds of the Green Idol. There's 1 wound left. Magic and the cannon in combination, the divination magic and the cannon, reduced him to a wasteful state. The pump wagon was shot down at the edge of the forest. His wheels are still squeaking, but it will pump no more. The raiters did their job in combination with handgunners, shooting it from a distance. And now the goblins are taking their new turn. Unfazed. The Orc and Goblins keep moving. They have nothing to lose except their wasteful, puny, barbaric lives. And the goblins are advancing fast. They're choosing to ignore the great sword block and chaffing them with the Wolf Riders. The Wolf Riders, led by a strange unit filler here. And they're out of commission for 1 round, is what the Orc and Goblin player hopes for. They're advancing on the main shooting line instead. The organ gun has proven terribly effective. The general on a squig, the Goblin King, is still hiding behind the Green Idol. And the Goblins are looking to take the objective in this second round. Uncontested so far. Now, the Empire will have to fire back. Strike back may be the right term. You know that. The Orc and Goblins had a perilous round. The chaff, the Wolf Riders, were killed, of course. We didn't even throw any dice. Yeah, we cheat sometimes. And the spearmen came up to chaff the stone trolls. The raiters shot 1 wound off the giant. And the great Green Idol was pummeled down to the ground. It's now part of the green fields after the spell number 5 on divination. Unerring Strike, isn't that the name? Butted his last wound. and the Squig Goblin King General was open for fire. Though the Empire player didn't choose to focus fire on the General because he was just out of range of the Hellblaster, he just shut off some shots with handgunners which were within half range of him because he's hard target, 2+4+ save. And in the magic phase, the divination Stars Align spell did not come off on the Hellblaster because the Orc and Goblin player chose to use all the dice to dispel that very spell. One wound was shot off of the trolls. Other than that, very poor outcome on the shooting part, except doing the last wound of the Green Idol. So it was a disappointing shooting turn for the Empire this round. It looks like the goblins are pulling through into the shooting lines. Ja da. Det er det det er til. In the Orc and Goblin round, the Goblin General yelled Wag. His own charge against the handgunners failed miserably. He lost one wound to stand and shoot despite having 7 to hit with the handgunners. But he rolled 3 ones on his Swift Stride charge. So no Wag this round. However, the Stone Trolls got into the Spearman. The Spearman lost 9 wounds, fled through one of the Fanatics, didn't do any wound to the Trolls and fled off the table. The Giant charged the Raiders, we're still to resolve that. The Pumpwagon charged the flank of the Crossbowmen, killing 4, and they fled and were caught. The Pumpwagon went into the Great Swords into their flank. And the Wolf Riders are chaffing the front of the Great Swords, so they're packed in heavily when they're needed as most. The Empire army is very perilously positioned now. And the Orcs and Goblins, of course, took the objective in the end of round 2, last round. So the General is completely out of shape on his Squig, but that's how he leads his army to battle and to victory. Probably. This time. Only this time.
10+.
Den er risky. Unerring strike with 3 dice against the General. That's risky. We're in the Empire turn 3 now. Things went very against Empire last turn. Organ Gun went to H. The channel was overrun by the Trolls. And everything is looking bad here. The Raiders were killed and ran into a Fanatic when they fled. So in turn 3 it's hard for Empire to turn it, but they're trying to turn the tides with magic, going straight to magic. In round 3, the Empire, well, they do a good strike by killing the Squig General, but it's just a little bit too little. He fell from the unerring strike by the Magician, but the Trolls are angled just correctly. The River Trolls killed the cannon and reformed to turn so that even though they're stupid, they'll stumble into the Magician's unit now on their turn. Same with the Stone Trolls, very likely. The Pumpwagon killed 7 Great Swords, Imperial Guards, lost 3 wounds in the return, but the Great Swords are out of commission for a little while longer. It's looking bad for Empire, although they almost did it by killing the Goblin King on the Squig. King on the Squig. He was an important piece, but the Trolls are just in place to finish the job, unfortunately. Turn 4 for Orcs and Goblins. The Empire lose their Magician and their other handgun unit to the Trolls. The Trolls, being stupid, are very importantly turned in the right direction towards the Great Swords. The Stone Trolls a little bit angled wrongly though. You can see they're facing so they hit the River Trolls. That's not good. But we just finished the battle there after 4th round. The Great Swords, we just decided they would kill the Pumpwagon, and on their turn they would kill the chaff in front of them. That's gone. Otherwise, the Goblins are doing a Goblin dance around the objective. It's ugly on all sides. It's ugly from every perspective. The end.